40 million shillings for the 14-seater. And to crystallize that conversation, and especially what else has been going on around the world of OLX, Priscilla Mohio, she is the product business development manager for East Africa at OLX, and indeed marketing manager. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Now, first off, and of course, very quickly, because we don't have much time.
Yeah.
It has become a chopper marketplace. Many people used to have to fly to South Africa to do it for themselves. What difference do you think you're bringing to this market?
Well, as you all know, what OLX does is connecting buyers and sellers. Someone who has something to sell and someone who wants to buy. That's what we do. That's the business we're in. So by providing that platform, of course, we are seeing people trying to sell each and everything that they can, on our platform. So actually, let me take you back to remember the quail story?
Yes.
Yeah. Our platform has become a place where you can get some market trends.
Yes.
For example, how we knew that the quails are going to, the market is going to, is when we started seeing a lot of quails. Like, it's a day we got 6,000 ads of people selling quails.
Wow.
Yeah. So our platform...
Were there any takers?
Well,
yes.
But at the same time, we were able to tell when the market was going down, because the price of eggs, quail eggs, dropped from 200 shillings to 20 shillings in a couple of days. So that was telling us it's a bad sign about the quail market. Similar to what's happening currently, we are seeing a lot of choppers coming in, and we attribute that to the elections. And when we called some of the sellers to find out who their key customers are, we found that one, there are people who want to, of course, buy the chopper so that they can be leased by the politicians. And also we have a couple of politician agents now calling the guys who are selling with the intention of buying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed, this trend has also, brought about something much, much bigger. Indeed, 200 billion shilling business here in Kenya, second-hand cars.
Yes.
And the fact that this is such big business for many different platforms that you have decided to go out into the market and create something called a champion.
Yes.
Please talk to us about that.
So we recently launched a service called Sell It For Me. And this service wants to answer two key questions, rather problems that the consumer is facing. One is convenience, and the other one is safety. Because our platform is... we connect buyers and sellers and we don't get involved in the transaction, some people don't feel very safe, especially when they're transacting high-ticket items. So we thought, and given the research we did, we thought that it's important for us to start getting involved in the transaction. So we launched the new service, and how it works is you go into the platform.
Yes.
You have two options. You can either post the ad on OLX by yourself and handle all the transaction, or you can book a champ to handle everything for you. So once you book a champ comes to you, checks the car, advises you on the price, and also checks out, can advise you on a couple of things you can do to make sure your car looks nice. And then now they will post the ad and put their own phone number. So that means that this champ will handle all the calls. Sometimes if you're selling the car yourself, the challenge is that you get serious and non-serious buyers. But this champ will be able to sift for you, and you get serious buyers. So once he gets a serious buyer, he will organize for a meeting with you. And once the transaction is done, the buyer will pay through the platform, through OLX.
The question of how much commission they're taking immediately comes up, because for most people, they think this is a broker.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it's an organized broker, let's face it. We are coming in between, and we are offering a service. But yes, there's a commission. Right now, it's capped at 4%, but of course, we negotiate. The good thing about it is we're able to control some of these things, and also we are able to make sure the buyer is safe, because the money comes to us. Then once he's happy with the car, we transfer the money to the seller. And the same thing with the seller. The seller is assured that they're going to get their money, and also the champ is assured that they're going to get their commission.
Well, this is a business show, and for a lot of people, they're looking for ways to make money. So the question on a lot of our viewers' mind is, how do I become a champ?
Well, it's very easy. We have on our platform, there's a contact form. You can just let us know if you want to become a champ. However, they have to go through a very rigorous verification process.
Who can apply?
Anyone who has experience selling cars.
Okay.
Yeah, at least 3 years experience. Yeah.
So how would you define that? Because if I have my own car, which I have sold 2 or 3 times, that qualifies as experience. Does it mean I have to have technical knowledge of how cars work, of the transactions that I have to go through and that sort of thing?
Yeah, actually, yes. We require you to at least do some basic diagnostic of cars, like look at the engine and you can tell there's something wrong or it's okay. Yeah, we require someone who has that skill, because we want to offer that service to our customers, so that by the time the buyer is coming to buy the car, they at least know someone has checked it and it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I immediately see some quick wins for people who are already dealers of cars, especially the people with yards.
Yes.
How would that sort of partnership work out in this place? Because I see synergies where they have the cars and people usually bring them, so they're champs already.
Yeah.
And then you have buyers who are not sure that if they walk into these yards, they'll get the car they want.
Well, car yards currently have sales agents, so we can become part of their sales agents network. Yeah. So we actually have a couple of car yards and car importers that we are working with. So what we've done, we've assigned a champ to them. So this champ takes care of all their cars, or rather the cars they want to sell. Yeah, so we have packages also for car yards and car importers, people who are selling cars in bulk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can the guys who act as agents or brokers of car yards become champs themselves? Because
actually, most of our champs are from that network. Yeah, they are the guys who were working in car yards, or they were hustlers. Like they would help people sell.
Yes.
But before, they were having a challenge knowing who is selling a car.
Yes.
But through our platform, you're able to collect the leads of the people who are selling the cars and send those leads to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just two questions before we close. First off, of course, there are people who think that this is a service that is restricted to Nairobi. Can I use it if I'm out there in the countryside?
No. Unfortunately, we need champs in those regions, and currently we don't. And this is mainly because we want to make sure we perfect the process before now we scale. But in terms of our plans, in the next couple of months, we are looking at Mombasa, Kisumu, and Eldoret.
Okay.
Yes.
And then finally, there has been the issue of frauds, people who say that they're conmen on the platform. Do you think this is something that is going to address some of those concerns?
Yes, actually this one we can guarantee safety, because we require the buyer to pay us. And once we confirm that we have the money, then the seller can release the car. So both seller and buyer are safe. So I can say 100% this service can offer that safety feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Priscilla Mohio. She is a Business Development Manager at OLX and Marketing Manager as well for the East Africa region. Asante sana for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you.
How fast do helicopters turn around? If I ordered one right now, how soon would I get
Well, it depends with the person selling. But from what we've seen, within a week or two, if you're selling a chopper, you can get someone who's seriously looking to buy. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to know for all our aspirants out there in the regions who have been craving a chopper ride. And
yes.
Unfortunately, that's why we bring it to a close here on KTN Business today. Indeed, it has been very nice having you here. Coming up next in just a few minutes is World View with headlines from right across the region and right across the world. But from us here, it is see you at the same time again tomorrow for Business Today. Do continue to watch KTN News and do have yourselves a good afternoon. My name is Peter Makaba.